And well, it was starting to feel like we had the wind at our backs, but that pesky inflation keeps rearing its ugly head. And if you're worried that we're in some kind of housing bubble, got some stats to share with you. Hey, so welcome to this week's Mortgage Minutes with Mitch. I am Mitch Jenkins, Senior Loan Officer with Your Home Financial. So if your heat works, consider yourself lucky because right now mine does not. It's getting cold. So this week, while we had momentum all throughout December, kind of took a step backwards this week, and a lot of it's due to the CPI and PPI numbers. So Consumer Price Index showed that inflation was a little bit hotter than expected. The biggest culprits were surprisingly used cars and hotel lodging. So that was the biggest contributor to last month's inflation numbers. And then the Producer Price Index, that kind of tells us what's coming down the pike. Well, that was about double expectations. So that was not good news overall for inflation. Now we are replacing very low numbers from last year, so everyone knows that there's, it's going to be tough to get some meaningful progress here over this little stretch we're in. But with that, the markets didn't have a knee-jerk reaction. Rates didn't shoot up a ton, but they did reverse course a little bit from what we were starting to see earlier this month. Now with the Producer Price Index, two biggest culprits there. Fruits and vegetables were up 31% on the month, and chicken eggs were up 55%. So that was a huge reason why Producer Price Index came in at about double the expectations. Now for homeowners out there, I know a lot of people are concerned that we're in some kind of bubble, that the market's going to crash, we're going to see values come down, but everything I see indicates that is not the case. So a couple reasons why. Home prices are up 3% year over year. They actually accelerated on the month. It was only 2.9% last month. So that's good news. Usually this time of year things are slowing down. We're not seeing increases in value. So 3% year over year increase in value, that's pretty solid. And also delinquencies on mortgages are extremely low. I mean, 30-day lates are less than 1% of mortgages right now, and 90-day are about 0.3%. That's near a multi-decade low. So people are paying the mortgages. Now, I reported not that long ago that credit cards are painting a little bit different picture, but as far as homes and mortgages go, people are paying their mortgages. So we're not going to see a bunch of people walking away from their homes and a huge increase in foreclosures, and home values are still increasing. Now there's still a ton of pent-up demand, so as rates continue to drop, there's a lot more people that are going to be entering the buying pool. So if you are thinking about buying a house, get pre-approved, happy to help, and just make sure you are ready for when you find that right house. So big week on deck next week. The Fed's meeting last time this year. Also the PCE, their favorite measure of inflation, is going to be reported. So could see a big spike or drop in the market right before Christmas. We'll have to see if Santa's going to be good to us this year. So as always, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week.